What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. App like you got some sense. Smash the like and subscribe button. We like it when you do that here. Also, take a moment, follow us on our We like it when you do that. Also, if you want to fund the madness directly, hit us up in the Cash App at Vern Dollars. That's Vern Dollars. DOLLAZ. Busy show for you today. Gonna talk some NBA draft. This is the draft nobody wants. This is the draft a lot of people aren't even really thinking about because a lot of writers have dubbed this the worst draft since 2013. We'll talk about that. Also, we're going to go ahead and talk about Jeremiah Smith, why he may be one of the best wide receivers coming into college. A lot of people may have not heard of, but Buckeye faithful, they know who he is after the spring game. Trust me on that. Then we want to talk about some agents who steal athletes' money. And it's not just one or two agents. I mean, we got everybody from financial planners to investment bankers, and people have robbed these athletes blind. And I think it is about high time we shine a light on the criminals in this whole setup. That and many more stories to go when we start opening this thing up. Gonna go ahead and take a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the break. This is Big Vern at App Stupid. Drop the spot. McDonald's, I'm loving it. Download the app, order online, or visit the good folks down at your local McDonald's. Now on the app, there's buy one, get one free, whether it's a quarter pounder, Big Mac, or 10-piece nuggets. That deal is on the app only. Also, $1 any size iced coffee or soft drink or sweet tea from 4 a.m. to 11 a.m. That deal is also on the app. Free any size fries with a minimum purchase of $1, which excludes taxes. Only on the app at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. So, when we last left off, we were talking about the NFL draft, and pretty much nobody wants to go to this thing. They're calling it the worst draft since 2013. Now, this is out of The Athletic and John Hollinger. Now, first off, I can say there's a few gems in 2013. That was Giannis Antetokounmpo, Rudy Gobert, Victor Oladipo. So that was 2013. But why ride this current class into the dirt? That's how I felt. But when you look at some more guys that was in the mix, you had Robert Covington, Steph Curry, well, Seth, not Steph, Seth, and Daniel Theus, and they are the only players that are still around from that draft. That's crazy. 2 rounds, all of those guys, and everybody that I just named came out of that class, and they're the only guys that's still in the league from that class. Whew. Well, let's look at the draft spots, because that's what, when you think about players and what they need, you want to go over who's got what in the draft. So first place, the Atlanta Hawks have the first place pick in the draft. Then you've got Washington, followed by Houston by way of Brooklyn, San Antonio at 4, Detroit at 5, at 6, the Charlotte Hornets, 7, Portland, 8, San Antonio by way of Toronto. So San Antonio's got 2 picks in the top 10. Who knows what they may do if they decide to go ahead and sell those picks to the Atlanta Hawks in, like I said, in exchange for Trae Young and DeJounte Murray. Then of course they could go ahead and do that, but I don't see what's the use, because you would throw your ball club into an epic rebuild. Now, I don't think Atlanta would recover from that. But one of them's got to go. Either Murray or Young. They both can't stay. Number 9, Memphis. 10 is Utah. 11, Chicago. OKC Thunder at 12. The Sacramento Kings at 13. Portland Trailblazers at 14. I don't know if Chauncey Billups can survive another season like the past season that he had. Again, it's not his fault. You trade away Dame Lillard. You give up Yusuf Nurkic. You give up Eubanks. Josh Hart left. He's playing in the playoffs right now with New York. I mean, there's so many pieces that we gave away. And Shaedon Sharpe, he needs to take a big step this year to prove his worth, being the mystery man and everything. He's got to be that 1-2 punch with Anthony Simons. I don't know what Scoot Henderson's going to be. And they had to be all in if you're going to give up Dame Lillard for Scoot Henderson. I'm saying. At 15, you've got the Miami Heat. 16, you've got the Philadelphia 76ers. The Lakers at the 17th pick. The Magic at the 18th pick. 19 falls to Toronto. Cleveland, the 20th pick. The 21st pick comes to the New Orleans Pelicans by way of the Milwaukee Bucks. Then you have the 22nd pick by the Phoenix Suns. 23rd is going to be Milwaukee Bucks. The 24th is going to be New York, the Knickerbockers. And the Knickerbockers also have the 25th pick as well. Washington having the 26th pick. Minnesota gets the 27th pick. Denver gets the 28th pick. Utah having 2 picks in the first round. They've got the 10th pick overall and then the 29th pick. And then they concluded with Boston. So some of them teams in the top 5, they need help. But look who's coming out this year. And the Athletic has broken them down into tiers. You got tier 1. That's the best of a bad class. They've got Ronald Holland, 18 years old, 6'8", coming out of the G League Ignite. Now, this is the last year for the G League Ignite because they shut down. The G League shut them down. So this guy's going to be the last of a dying breed to come out of there. Then you've got Stephon Castle, 19 years old, 6'6" out of UConn. Donovan Clingan, 20 years old, 6'3" out of UConn. Then there's Reed Shepherd out of UK, 20 years old, 6'3". I was shocked at that pick. I was really shocked at that pick, not because of who he is, but there was so much talent on a Kentucky team that deferred to him and they didn't create offense for themselves. I think you'll see some separation at the NBA Combine. I know he had a good day of shooting jump shots in a star drill. I think everybody practices the star drill, so I don't put too much stock in the three-point shot anymore because all too many times they even are doing the star drills in AAU. So that'll let you know that these kids are shooting like that coming from high school. You got guys who can knock down shots but can't knock down free throws consistently. Not saying Reed is one of those guys, but him being top 5 best of a bad class, I don't know. I'm selling that one. And then you have the promising teenagers, Alex Sarr, 19 years old from Perth, 7'1". Nikola Topic, 18 years old, 6'6", from Crvena Zvezda. They made that up. I don't even know where that's at. You might as well say he went to Smoke Dizza University, man. I don't even know where that's at. Then you got Matthias Buliziz, 19 years old, 6'10". He's out of the G League Ignite. Like I said, them two, that's it. And then Rob Dillingham slid all the way to 8. I wanted to know what the hell was on John Hollinger's mind, because watching those Kentucky games, when Dillingham got in the game, it was instant offense. That dude deserved to play in the starting lineup. How he was coming off the bench made no sense to me. And Dillingham, 6'3" out of Kentucky, 19. That dude should be in the top 5, if we're being honest. Top 3, no field college vets. They got these as no frills. That's crazy. Kyle Filipowski from Duke, 20 years old, 7 foot. he was forced to leave because they got a guy coming that's way better than him, and he was gonna have to sit bench behind that dude. And I don't know. I think Scheyer is not the same kind of coach as Coach K, where Coach K he stuck hard with his guys, his seniors, the dudes who developed in that Duke Blue Devil system. Scheyer, not so much. Shirer's looking to kind of keep his butt off the hot seat. So Filipowski had to get out of there. Devin Carter out of Providence. He had a good day at the combine. His jumping ability is what really stood out to a lot of people. And he's a workman. That's what I really miss about the NBA is that there are no workmen anymore. Like a seasoned 4-year guy who can just come in, know his role, and then play up-tempo basketball. He doesn't have to score a lot of points. He don't need shake moves. He just needs to play. Talented, but I have questions. Now, this is tier 4. I got some questions myself. John Furphy out of Kansas, yeah, he's questionable. Isaiah Collier anybody out of USC is questionable. Anybody from Bronny to the whole damn starting 5, none of y'all should be in no damn combine. Then there's Zachariah Risharshi, 9 from JU Borg. I don't know where the hell that is. Then there's Dalton Knecht from Tennessee. He didn't show me much. And again, a guy shooting in a star drill. Yay. Y'all practice that all the time. Cody Williams out of Colorado. Tanjani Salon from Colette. I don't know where that's at. Jacoby Walters from Baylor, 19 years old. Then Jared McCain. I think Jared McCain is going to shock a lot of people in the pros because he's not flashy. He's not the fastest guy that beat you off the dribble. But if he gets to his spot, that dude is money. And he always makes the basketball play. He always makes the right pass. And it's hard to keep a guy down who passes very well and who reads defenses extremely well where he can get that last shot off at. It's kind of like Dante Jones when he went to Duke. And people who had all this stuff to say about Dante Jones, he had a long pro career. But Dante Jones wasn't going to go ahead and shake you up. He wasn't going to go ahead and explode and beat you off the dribble and make you look silly. But Dante could just get to his spots, keep you on his hip, get to his spot, knock down a jump shot. He didn't need to try and cross you over, swing the ball through to create contact like James Harden. And no, for real. This guy was just a baller. And that's all you need to be, honestly. And then they got 2 sleepers. So they got Oso Engajardo, 26 years old. Well, 21 years old. 6'11" from Marquette. And Trey Alexander, 21 years old, 6'4" from Creighton. And yeah, and Shaka Smart System, you are a dog. You have an engine. Him at 6'11", very linky, can make the zone look bigger when he stretches his arms out. And that suffocating defense that they play, Marquette does, in that basketball style, he would be formidable, and anybody would pick him up. You do have a sleeper. If I'm somebody struggling, like in Atlanta or San Antonio, because you're going to need players to help Wemby, because y'all don't want Wemby to play center. He's already said he's not going to put no more weight on the kid, so you're going to have to get a dog down there to create some sort of twin towers where they would have to account for the big man instead of looking to double and triple team Wemby out on the wing. I'm just sitting there saying he got by this year, but next year they're going to have a scouting report on him, what he likes to do, what he doesn't like to do, and then they're going to go ahead and attack, because when people see blood in the water, the sharks come. Also, shocking, what you did not see in this draft in the Atlantic was any mention of Bronny James. Also, weird, in the combine, they said this guy was 6'4". They said he was 6'4". He took his shoes off. He was 6 foot, not 3 feet over 3 inches. He shrank 3 inches overnight. Who the hell does that? Not saying that was something, but I mean, you don't know them as much as you do about the kid. And they was like, he got a mixed bag reaction. His height, he's not very durable. He does have an issue with his heart, and that's not kicking. I'm not trying to kick the kid when he's down. Let's not even go there. I'm just telling you the reality. I wish him well. I wish his family well. But I think you're just rushing the boat on this LeBron James thing. Because, I mean, look at the downside. If Bronny goes in there and stinks up the joint, now you have a quasi way to sit here and attack LeBron James. Because now you're going at James saying, you told us your son was the goods. Because he did. He sat up here and he said, Bronny's better than some two guards in the league. That's not possible. He didn't even dominate a dying conference at the end of his play. Then they was like, oh, well, you just can't say he came in at the end of the year. No, he was getting ample minutes. He only scored double figures in December. He had that heart thing before December. This is how I know some people don't even watch college basketball. Again, that's what I'm talking about. So, is this the worst NBA draft nobody wants to take a look at since 2013? Probably. They even got a guy, that dude who was out of JL, wherever. He didn't even have a picture. Zachariah Rashahard. He didn't even have a picture. It's just like he was like, nah. He was like, it's almost like they try to put an ugly chick on him. Like, yo, man, why'd you go out with her? Man, I ain't do that. I ain't date that girl. Be like, man, why was you in the 2024 NBA draft? Man, I wasn't there, man. You ain't see me. We got a lot more show, man. I'm just getting warmed up. It's your boy, Big Vern. Keep rocking with us, though. Straight up.